Eric. Eric. He's got a game. Jaws!
What?
You have a hockey game at 2 o'clock. I think you have to get up. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You're sleeping.
It's nappy time.
Yeah, well, what are you even doing?
I got my pinky. I got the heat.
Yeah, I know, but what are you doing? What?
What?
Boost your testosterone
Well,
in the middle of the afternoon. Are you kidding me?
I'm sleeping. What?
You've got a 2 o'clock game, and you can use that boosted testosterone later tonight, and you have to get up.
That's what I'm trying to do. Get it up.
You better.
Okay.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, so 2 afternoon games in a row. 2 o'clock today, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Right off the bat, before we get into the actual team itself, well, you know, the lineup changes and not changes. Team better just play well. That's all I got to say. Alright? It's freaking warmer outside. I was at the river with the dogs. I'm seeing fish. High tide is about an hour before the game starts. So don't be screwing this up. I should be fishing. That's the point. Is I should be fishing. Instead, I'm here doing this because I'm committed. Alright. Driedger at net today. I like to see that move because we knew we were going to see him in one of these 2 games over the weekend. That way the team should be really hyper motivated today to whoop some butt after the loss the other day. So I figure we get Driedger in. We have a good game today, get 2 points, and that gives Bob an extra day of rest before tomorrow, 4 o'clock against Tampa. That's going to be massively, massively important. I believe we're already 2 points behind them with the way the games went the other day. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think. So we can't get, we can't start stacking 2 points, 2 points the other way. We got to win both these games. So a couple of things I saw. It looked like Huberto, Verhage, and Achara yesterday took maintenance days, and coach said they could play tomorrow. We'll see. I totally expect all those guys to be ready and able to go. I didn't see anything. Although, Achara, we're surprised he's alive, right? He may have just been like, look, I'm taking a day off, and that's that. You know what I mean? Especially that one shot to hit him in the elbow. That would be the one that I would think would be the only reason why there'd be a question whether he could play or not. Because, the adrenaline in a game, that's one thing. But, he woke up, and he probably could not move that arm. Other than that, I didn't see any lineup changes. Really, it's just important that we put that game behind us and we don't stack 2 losses in a row because we've got a hell of a game coming up here tomorrow. And plus, it's important for the future of the channel because remember I said if we lose 3 in a row, I could start talking about being the jinx again. So I don't even want to get to 2 in a row, okay? We need to bank 2 points today. I don't care if we have to have Matthias take us to overtime. Driedger's going to be in net, like I said, last time out. I think he allowed 4, so I'd like to see a better performance from him today. He hasn't played in a while. So, all right. Let's bank 2, and then 2 tomorrow, and then that's it for the day games for a while, all right? I've had enough. I should be fishing or sleeping or both. I should be on the kayak asleep with the fishing rod in my hand. So, no score after 1, and Panther fans, we are officially Blackhawk fans, okay? Why are we Blackhawk fans? Because if by some magical rainbow unicorn doings we end up in first place and we play the 4th place team, we want to play the Blackhawks. We want nothing to do with this freaking guy Saros and the Predators and the playoffs. I guarantee it. I just want nothing to do with him the rest of the day, the rest of the year. I don't want to see that guy. He needs to get lost on his way to the arena. 22 saves in the first period. And that's on top of at least 4 block shots that Nashville has. And I just hope we didn't shoot our wad in the first period. Nashville got a power play there towards the end of the first period. It kind of carries over to the second period, which is, I like those split. But we had a double minor, nothing doing. Well, not nothing doing. We had a bunch of shots. We cannot get one past Saros right now. We need to get, I know it sounds cliche, but we need to get that first goal. I don't trust what's going to happen with this team if after all this effort, Nashville gets the first goal. We've got to get the first one ourselves here and give ourselves a chance to eke out of here. I don't care if we got to go overtime and we win in the shootout and it's a 1-1 game. I don't care if it's 0-0. Just find a way to get 2 points out of this and get this Saros guy the hell out of town. Alright, so 1-0 Panthers after 2. Holy crap. Finally, on our 29th shot, Barkov roofs one, and gets one past Saros. And he's shut the door since then, so it's 1-0. We had another power play. Dave had a power play. Nothing doing. Chris Driedger has absolutely made some stone cold saves. I have a feeling we're going to need him to continue that in the third period. I like the pace of the game is crazy. I mean, we are just all over Nashville, and I mean their defense is playing absolutely terrible. If anywhere on the ice where there's a loose puck, we are on it, and their guys, like, they're not even bothering chasing. They're not even bothering to chase the Panther guys around. They're just kind of standing there waiting for Saros to make the saves, or they're blocking the shots. But it's 1-0, so we've got like a million shots. Their technique is working so far. Couple of lineup changes I didn't mention. Lomberg in for Lamico. Lomberg has looked pretty good. Not that Lamico hasn't. We got a change of pairings. Looks like Yandel is with Gudis now, and Forsling is with Strawman. I hate to break up that whole Gudis-Forsling thing, but Forsling makes anybody good. So I guess the worst thing we could do is keep Yandel and Strawman. If you're going to keep Strawman in the lineup, you got to have him with a fast, speedy defenseman. Forsling fits that bill, and so far, obviously, it's working. And then Duclair is up on that top line, and Marchman's on the fourth line. Having a little bit of fun with that on Twitter. Look, Duclair is a fast skater. He makes a lot of things almost happen. All right? So if you ever watch the movie Apocalypto, we're going to probably be nicknaming Duclair Almost if he doesn't pick up his game a little bit in terms of, you know, actually finishing off the play. All right. I'm going to move on to the third period. One thing I wanted to mention, I know I was complaining about the 2 o'clock start in the afternoon games, but my good friend Robin reminded me he's overseas. He's finally getting to be like watching the game at a time where he can be awake and watching the game. So, all right, Robin, I feel better now that I'm missing my nap, so you can watch the game because you've been watching this channel for a long time, so you deserve it. All right, let's move on to the third period and finish this off. Woo! 2 big, huge, monumental size, nut-sized points. Absolutely just, boy, the heart just can't take. Look, we scored basically, other than the empty net goal, all right, which we needed, no doubt there, but we basically scored 2 goals in 2 games and somehow find a way to get 2 points out of that. Right off the bat, just give credit to the Preds and Saros. I don't want to see you again for a long time. Just hit the road, go somewhere else. Chris Driedger comes back, and all he does is pitch shutouts. Just beautiful. I was afraid to think that, you kind of figured when we got one, they'd get one, and we'd go to overtime 1-1, because you don't want to sit there and think we're going to get a shutout, because you know how that goes. But as time went on, I was like, I'm going to have to win this one 1-0 here, man. And sure enough, well, I call it 1-0. The empty net goal makes it 2, but you know what I mean. We got 1 regular goal. Refs tried to, oh boy, that hooking call on Huberdeau at the end, that was a stinker. I mean, there was just nothing there. There was a couple of little love taps. There was nothing there. And we killed that penalty. And the thing of it is that Nashville probably wishing they would have pulled Saros during the power play, but they waited for it to be over, which I was surprised they didn't. They would have. I'm surprised. I thought maybe they would have pulled him and given him a two-man advantage there with 2.5, 3 minutes left. Now, you got to take your chances there. Mackenzie Weegar, absolute beast of a game today. There was not one time where he was not going full speed. Every time the puck was near him, he was just attacking. He was not taking no for an answer. He had a huge hit there towards the end that actually, I believe, led to the clearing of the puck where Duclair got the shorthand goal. I know he moved the puck up first on the he was the guy that cleared the zone when Duclair got it over to Barkov, and Barkov got that goal, the only goal really. So Mackenzie Weegar, man, you got to give him props. And all right, I guess Duclair. Look, I said it the last time. I was surprised that Duclair got moved back down to that fourth line. I thought maybe he got dinged up, but he played well. Would I like to see him finish more? Yes. But that speed between him and Verhaeghe, it creates a lot of opportunity there for Barkov. And he's got, 4 goals in 5 games or 5 goals in 6 games or something like that. We got to keep it that way. And then that bottom line is just going to rotate guys with Marchment. And like I said, Lamico was out and Lomberg was in today. Fourth line does its job. They work hard, they play tough, they stay invisible, and there's nobody, abjectly screwing up. So, overall, you got to love where this team is headed right now. Now, we have to sweep this one under the rug and travel. Not like it's a long trip, but we do have to play Tampa tomorrow. I'm not making excuses, but that was a tough game we played today. We got to go and play again tomorrow. I'm assuming Tampa doesn't play today, which means they're going to be rested by at least a day. So that's going to be a hell of a game over there. You gotta find ways to get 2 points, even if you have to take them to overtime. You have to find a way to get 2 out of that game. Bob's going to be in net, but I'm going to tell you something. When it became obvious that it was going to be a very high pressure goalie battle, I was still happier that Driedger was in net than Bobrovsky, because I kind of have a little bit more trust in Driedger to play that high-pressure game and give up nothing, where with Bobrovsky, I think we all still kind of expect him to give up 1 and then maybe win the game for us. So I got no problem with our goaltending. I know there's a lot of talk, and we'll have to talk about it, where losing Driedger for nothing during the offseason is probably what's going to happen. But we've got a team that can go on a serious run here. We do. And part of that is the fact that we've got the goaltending no matter who's in net. You can't trade away Driedger now just because you're going to get something out of him. Who's going to be your backup? Maybe if you could get a viable backup in exchange for him, as well as, maybe a top 4 defenseman, maybe you pull that trigger. But right now, I think you just have to, take your lumps and risk losing them at the end of the season for nothing, because if something happens to Bob, we put Driedger in, and we still have a team that can contend and may make some noise. So I just leave it the way it is, and we'll see what happens during the off season. So, all right, that's enough. You've been here, Abner, and thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody who's been watching. Sometime later on next week, I'm going to have an announcement about a special thing that a new series I'm going to be having, but it's not going to be here on this channel, so you guys are going to have to watch out for that. But that's going to be something where I've got a couple of videos, Panther related, coming out every week, so stay tuned for that announcement. I'm reaching out to people now, setting something up, so I think you guys will like it. All right, let's bank 2 more tomorrow, finish this weekend off, because that's 2 days in a row I'm not going to get a nap. So if we lose tomorrow, and I haven't had a nap in 2 days, those rants that I go on, you could smell one coming then. But for now, we get 2 more tomorrow. Everybody's happy.